Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Set up!
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Set!
Williams from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready! Hot!
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They send him left out of the slot.
Check go!
1st down throw by Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Go!
3rd down, here's Williams. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set! Set up!
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap for Wilson. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it brings up a San Francisco first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he's able to cross midfield before going out. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Wilson out of the pistol. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Come 19! Come 9! Let's go!
This might be a free play for him. And they take him to the ground, but he's going to have some good news as he's helped up here. We've got a flag down, and this one likely isn't going to count. Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter first down. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Chicago first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Great defensive effort to reject that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Set.
Williams will look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. It's good, not by much, but it's indeed good, bottom left. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're gonna enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Our score, 6-0. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Ready?
A give left side to McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Ready, ready! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
They motion the tight end over.
Ready, ready?
Throwing on third, Wilson. That throw finds Kittle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Wilson with it on first. Gets it to him on the screen. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Check, Bobcat! Check, Bob! Check, go!
Play action, it's Wilson. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Here we go, set! Hey, check that, street, street! Go!
They'll run here, it's McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
Set! Ready! Viking 18! Set up!
There's a give, left side. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Come on, come on!
That one's out and cut on the right side. Touchdown, San Francisco! And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers take the lead on that successful kick. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go!
They put a receiver in motion here left.
Hut.
Williams to throw on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful, the Bears, with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Ready?
A handoff left for Swift. And he's able to get this up to the 33 on a nice run. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the playoff in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the 49ers will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Wilson now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Has room down the left sideline. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers grow their lead to 8. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Out of the pistol, Williams. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pressure comes, Williams. That's incomplete left side.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. They're going to have 4th and 4. Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He broke 50 on his 1st punt and looks to have done the same here. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt goes 63 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Set up. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go street. 79 Bronco. Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready?
Wilson on 1st and 10. They connect on the deep shot. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive
Ryan.
chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Set, hurt, hurt.
We
Set.
send a man in motion.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. 19 Lion. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hut, hut.
On first down, it's Wilson. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And he gets this forward to the 19. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. After a good
Cardinal,
pickup, they've got
18
2nd and 4.
Ready, ready. Set, go.
From the 19. Brought in by Ayuk. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
This one's caught. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. George Kittle, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers lead by 15 now. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh my, that's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Mustang 19. Get up.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's gonna throw it! And that is incomplete. The fake is unsuccessful. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Herc. Set. Ready.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Set. Hut.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Herc.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Short pass brought in. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Check smash, check smash. Ready?
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he gets taken down immediately, right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down.
Let's go. Ready?
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he goes out a little short of the 40. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Cowboy 80. Let's go now. Go, Rig, go. Ready, ready?
Now Wilson on the play fake. This one falls incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
18, Pioneer. Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
Taking the handoff, now Wilson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Go check, go check. Ready? Check, go.
They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a decent gain.
60
Moving quickly,
Eagles,
trying to get set
Eagles.
again.
Cougar 19. Go.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he gets in, touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romadunze touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers grow the lead now to 22 points. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Get up.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And this one doesn't go far. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Going to run again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start the second half with some needed points. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Bears offense, look at this. They haven't moved. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
And he's out of bounds up across the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Smash Bronco. Set.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. This is ahead for about 5. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready, ready! Hut!
Going run again with McCaffrey. And it's going to be about 3-yard pickup in the end. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, set! Riggs!
Man in
Riggs.
motion here.
Warrior 70. Ready?
Wilson on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he could have a free play here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down.
Set! Ready? 60 Maverick, 60 Cup 19, Cup 19. Say, hey! 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Rolling into enemy territory. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Come on, set! 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, street, street. 79 Bronco. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready?
Wilson now, 1st and 10. Has the connection to Odunze. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
First down from the red zone. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Let's go.
The throw is caught. He has the San Francisco touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Set go.
Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Another try following the sack. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
Ready? Get up.
First down, Williams. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
Set. Seven Pirates, seven Pirates. Hut.
Out of the pistol, Williams. That's complete, Cole Kmet. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense up to the line
60,
fast.
Past the 60. Ready?
First down throw by Williams. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Set up. Dragon 60. Ready?
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's gonna leave him with a tough third and long.
Buffalo 18. Set.
Williams from the gun. Galloping inside the 40. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Hey, smash. Ready, ready?
First down, here's Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Bears hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
19 Lion.
Blitz coming for Williams. He's got a man left.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And in for the Chicago touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you could run it, but there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game, and good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where
Let's
offensively
go.
you got to regroup. You got to get
Panther
in that
streak,
huddle.
Panther
You know, and
streak.
quarterback is
Hawk
the most
70,
important
Hawk
leadership
70.
position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails
Check,
entirely.
Bobcat, check,
Taking the L
Bobcat.
on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense
Let's go now.
looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19. Hut, hut.
3rd and long for him here. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. Here we go, here we go. Trap 60, trap 60. Check go.
Williams set to pass. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe,
Warrior
maybe.
70.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Hurt, hurt. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and real long here. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Get up.
Here he is to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the 49ers get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to...
The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently.